feel about the fans who ship you with other guys? Oh my God, I might get in trouble for this. Have you ever stolen something from your job? Yes, I did. This is probably one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done on a video. Hello, YouTube. It is me. I know I look a little different, okay? But it's for a reason. I feel like I owe you guys a Q&A. It's been a while since we've done a Q&A. A lot has changed. Hair colors changed. I now have merch. Also, I don't really know where to look. I don't do a lot of camera stuff. I'm just living my life on the seat of my balls. We're just gonna wing it. I mean, that's what I do with everything, and it always tends to work out. So yeah, make sure if you were watching this and you're like, oh, she is a person, not just a man on the internet, make sure subscribe to this, subscribe to the gaming channel. I'm gonna be doing some Q&As because I went on Twitter and dropped a Q&A video when I was at the airport. You guys went ham with all the questions, and yeah, we're gonna answer some of those. Also, I'm sorry about the mess. That's merch. I know I'm plugging my merch. It says pasta. I have a trucker hat that says pasta. The back is sick. Anyway, you'll see it. That being said, hi. How are you guys? I'm doing great. I just had dental work done. I know I've talked about it in like every video in the last few days. I've had bad dental stuff my whole life. Yes, I brush my teeth, but then I grew up on well water. My mother didn't really believe in fluoride. And now I'm paying for it later on in life. So we're gonna get into your Q&As that you guys have asked. I don't know what this means. It says, do you think void, ray, rush, imba, or ba? I have no idea what you're saying, Brad. If you could relive any moment you've had, what would it be? Would you do it different, or would you just want to experience the moment again? This is like real deep. This is like a real deep thing. One of my favorite moments, there's my dog. One of my favorite moments, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. It's like 2 seconds in the video and I'm gonna start crying. I'm not gonna cry. I just love my dogs. So Mabel, I rescued from basically like a shoddy puppy mill kind of thing. When I got her, she had like scabs all over her. She was a little malnourished. The moment that she went in my arms, I would relive that over. I wouldn't change anything. What I'd probably change is I'd probably cuss out the people that I got her from, probably yell at them a little bit. But I was just so happy to get Mabel and to grab her and put her in my arms and take her home. It's one of my happiest moments. So what's something you do to relax after oh, this is my friend Kat, by the way. If you guys know, I am a VTuber. If you don't know, Kat was she didn't really work for Kawa. She was like a consult, and rightfully so, she kind of stayed away. And I go to her for advice sometimes. She's super friendly. Something to do to relax after tech issues. I'll watch a meme. I like a good laugh because, like, as you guys can probably tell from this video quality, I am not tech savvy. Chat has funded a camera, which I use that camera to take pictures of like life stuff. Like, it is definitely in use. I cannot figure it out how to get the lighting and the camera working at the same time. My tech issues are so bad when it comes to like how to set things up, like streamer wise. I made it a New Year's resolution for myself. I was like, I'm going to figure this out. I'm gonna get it done. Now you guys see how much I talk with my hands all the time. It's so annoying. Alternatively, have you had a pet ruin tech equipment? No, but I've had Mabel turn off my power strip under my desk. I have an uplift desk, so it goes like, meow. Hey, where are you? I had to move like the power stuff and everything to the top of the desk because the dogs kept laying. They like to lay under the desk. That's why I have it so high up. I am short. I am 5'3", but I'm not that short. I just like have it up because my dogs like to be under the desk and I don't want them to hit their heads. All right, keep your cooter dry because I finally fucking have merch. That is right. If you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, either a YouTube video, whatever the fuck, I have merch. 9/12 now starts my line of merch. Click in the description below or wherever you're seeing this ad, and I'm sure I'll have a freaking link there. I don't know. I don't know how this goes, but order. It's gonna be sick. It's comfy. It's cool. All your friends will give you their lunch money because then you say, Pasta will come kick your ass. Anyway, enjoy the merch. Investment, profit, stonks, cooter, hog, bye. Would you play horror games with the crew? Well, we kind of have. We've played Paranormal Cleanup. We've done some Roblox scary games. Is there anything else? Salad, that's a really good question because I really don't play horror games with them. We play like stupid shit. Is your blood made of marinara sauce? It is, and I don't ever want to spill my own marinara. Don't make me spill my own marinara in my house. How much bigger is Mabel's shits compared to Kenny's shits? I'm assuming 3 to 1. That's a good ratio. It's like 4 to 1. It's her dumps. I go through a 50-pound dog food bag about every week and a half. It's like a week to week and a half. I go through 50 pounds of dog foods between all 3 of my dogs. It's crazy. If in a full-on fight, which Vanoss crew member do you think would last the longest or be even? Current and ex members. Do you want me to be so honest? Do you want me to be honest? Oh my God, I might get in trouble for this. Okay, this is my toxic trait is when I don't know somebody, I'm like, I could probably beat them up. That being said, Pablo, anytime I see clips of them or pictures of them, I'm like, I could probably take them. You know what I mean? Who would last the longest? Probably Evan, because that guy is like really into health and fitness, I think. I don't actually know. But I'm just assuming. I think I could beat up Nogla too. No, he's tall as fuck. All he'd have to do is put his arm out. Look how fucking pale I am. He could just literally put his arm out and I'd be like trying to get him. She just have to put his arm out. I'd stay away. Are you gay? You know what? Unfortunately, God did not bless me with the power of gay. Unfortunately, I fall for the white. I was about to say straight white man. Let me rephrase that. I was specifically calling out the heterosexual white man. I'm sorry, Pig Poacher. I know you're a white man.
This has been a certified pasta moment.
I'm just trying to make a joke. Okay, let me reverse that. I love the gays. I love to cancel them. I love to cancel them on Pride Month. We need to get rid of Pride Month. Most of my mods are gay. Most of my friends are gay. I love roasting them. One of my friends, Trevor, shout out to Trevor. You I want to start as a VTuber, but I find it hard to advertise and promote myself. What did you find worked to set you apart from the crowd? Was it more about connections or just powering through despite low viewership? I was really lucky. At first, I don't even know. I have like trouble remembering times before like COVID before. I know I have like actual memory issues. I don't know if it's like trauma blocking through like hospitals during COVID. I remember I was streaming retro games. For me, it's always been about connections. I don't typically stream with my viewer count on. For me, it's always about the connection. I started off, like I said, streaming as like a stress relief. I didn't know this was a job. Like I've been doing this full time for over, I cannot even believe this. I've been doing this for 2 years, over 2 years now. And I basically was doing full time the year before. I feel like I've been doing this as a job for like almost 3 years now. And even now, it's very much about the connections. There's a tweet that I had last night and I took the comments off of it because I just didn't want to fucking hear it. But I needed to tell people why I took off taking tonight off because my temporary crown came off. I will stop talking about the dentist at some point. I wasn't feeling it because I was in pain. With other jobs, I'm very much about powering through. And I'm going to give this honest feedback. If you have a job where you feel like you have to power through every single day, do what you got to do to pay the bills and keep yourself fed and stuff. Like I've been there. I have so been there. But if you can find something else that helps pay the bills, or like just keep looking, keep finding something, or do something where you have something else where you don't feel like you have to power through, like a hobby, something, try to do that. I know that's a very privileged thing to say, and I cannot even believe how privileged I am. Like, yeah, I'm not like rich, but I'm able to pay my bills, take care of my family, and put food on the table. I know the guys, they've definitely started a lot earlier than I have. They have very much different financial situation. Most YouTubers that are my age have been doing it for a long time. I'm not at that point yet, but I was able to say I can replace one job with the other. If you can do that, do it. But if you feel like with stream, it's becoming taxing to your mental health, physical health, you don't feel like it's not your thing, find something else. There's so many different things that you can do on the internet creatively and post and still do social media. If you can find something where you're like, wow, this brought me happiness, do it. People love to see people happy because we need a lot of happiness. And I'm sorry this is a rant that's been going on for God knows how long. What you asked is a very complex thing to me, but I want to be honest and I want to like be real about it. Would you be willing to know some of the fun lore of the Vanoss crew and other YouTubers? Because I'd love to share that with you. You've missed during the past 11 years. So that's what I'm doing. A lot of my reacts is just kind of learning the lore of YouTube. We've been reacting to Meat Canyon. Never heard of them until y'all told me about him. And I'm obsessed, and it's so hard for me not to watch videos on my off time when I'm not recording stuff because it's it's so freaking hilarious. I'm learning about the crew. Like now I tell Nogla, now go. And I think that's great. That's what we're kind of doing when we're doing the reacts. We as in me and M. Do you ever have like a burp that's been sitting in your throat and you finally burp it and you're like, oh yeah, That's what just fucking happened. It was great. Have you ever watched anything made by Filthy Frank, $1 Million Extreme? Filthy Frank, I have. One of my friends, Ted Farkas, he showed me so gross. It was this video, him, Filthy Frank, which I think is Joji, right? Because I've listened to Joji. I actually listened to Joji before Filthy Frank. I'm a fake fan. No, it was ramen. They were making ramen in a washing machine. I died. That was so fucking gross and funny. What do you want to achieve in your life? 500K on the React channel? I'd love to do that by the end of the year. I don't think we're gonna hit it. So if you're watching this, please subscribe. It's free. Thank you. Become a successful and popular Twitch streamer or something in your real life. I think I'm pretty successful. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily popular. Popular enough to pay the bills. Successful enough to pay the bills. And for me, that's all I need. All I need is to be able to take care of my family, pay my bills. That's it. Maybe not be in so much debt. Medical debt is real, guys. Oh my God. When it comes to like what I want to achieve in life, I know this sounds this sounds corny as fuck. I just want to be happy. I want to be happy, and I kind of want to make other people happy. Like if I die and people can say, damn, that bitch she was just really made me happy. Like I don't want people coming to my funeral and be like, fuck you, motherfucker. I mean, do that because that's funny, but do it for a laugh. I don't want people saying, man, we're glad she's dead. So if I can just make people happy, or like make people that are going through, especially like anybody that's dealing with like mental health, any kind of healthcare issue, if you're just having a bad day, if I can create anything that gives them like a minute or two out of the day to take a second and laugh, that's what I want to achieve. And if I've done that for you guys, I'm gonna cry. I will cry. How do you feel about the fans who ship you with other guys? I see a lot of comments saying you an insert member would be cute and it's super cringe. Just wondering how you feel. I also think it's freaking cringe. I'm not used to it and I don't know what to do with my hands. These people are my friends, so it's very weird. It'd be like the equivalent of people being like, you and Spexy would make a great couple. I'm like, that's my friend. But I feel like more and more, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And especially like this past week, I've kind of learned that. I'm at the point too where I've learned really quickly, and actually, Pig Poacher, you are the one that reminded me of this, and it really hit home. Pig Poacher told me the other day, we were sitting in a call with some of the mods. We were just shooting the shit. And then Pig Poacher goes, you know, life was easier when I decided that the people that I don't know, that their opinion doesn't matter. And I was like, you are right. I think that's the thing with social media and being on the internet that I wasn't prepared for, is how scrutinized I was gonna get. People call me ugly, call me fat, call me stupid woman, dumb bitch. People have no fucking idea about me. I don't know why it crept up so aggressively where I started to care about what people would say. And that goes with the shipping too. I was like, how dare these people assume my relationship? How dare people think that I can't be friends, or like what goes on in the background and like what I'm telling these people. And I got to where I was really starting to care. I was like, no. Cause like when something is not right and not correct, your first instinct is to defend yourself. But I've realized now a lot of people are just saying things to say things, and they're saying things for a second, giving it 1 second of thought, blasting it out there, and then you're sitting here for days thinking about it when they've put in 1 second of their time. It's kind of like a crazy thing behind the scenes that you guys don't see, where people think I'm mad at somebody's wife or I'm getting shipped with somebody else. It's like, what the fuck? Whoa. I just try to ignore it now, and I'm trying to just really focus on the good. And yeah, am I gonna ever get married? That's up to you, I guess. If that's something you want, I hope you get it in life. Just take it day by day. And honestly, at this point in the world, we should probably take every day by day. Did you grow up watching the Vanoss crew? No, it's very known that when I was playing Among Us with the Vanoss crew, I didn't know who they were. I thought they were a bunch of randos. Have you ever stolen something from your job? Yes, I did. I stole this pen and I still feel bad about it. I don't know whose pen it was, and that's why I stole it. It was the Pilot G2. Pilot G2 is what it's called? Hold on. Yes, Pilot G2 gel roller pen. And now that's the only brand of pen I ever use. CVS, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I stole from your company. It's the best pen, and it really just kind of changed my life. So thank you, CVS. I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get post-fired. I really never stole anything else. I stole something from the hospital. Oh, socks. But then they said I could have them. How the holy testimonies heck do you even produce that kind of wheezing? I can't even wheeze that hard. I don't try. It just comes out. When something really gets me and I can't do it. People come up to me in conventions and stuff. They're like, Pasta, do the laugh. I can't do it on command. You gotta make me laugh. If you hadn't chose to do streaming YouTube, what's another career path you think you had done other than the medical field? I really want to own my own coffee shop. That's kind of like, somebody was asking, what are your lifetime, like a life achievement kind of thing? I don't think you should do any kind of like work related thing as an achievement, like for your life. I don't know. I just look at it as a vibe, but I would love to own a coffee shop where people can come in. It'd be like, you remember those like old internet cafes? I want to do that, but like for people to get like free tutoring and stuff. Tutoring was a huge tool for me when I was in college because I really had a hard time focusing, obviously. And I remember how expensive it was to get a tutor that actually did well. Who's your favorite member of the group that you prefer playing with? Oh my God. I love playing with all of them for different reasons. Nogla and Brian are the most fun to stream with. I know Nogla doesn't really like streaming. I think he said he doesn't like streaming, or maybe he just doesn't have the time. Maybe I'm like phrasing that wrong, but he's a natural streamer. Brian is probably the best streamer I know, for real. Like, he's so good. He makes me want to be a better streamer. Please don't tell him that. Brian, if you're watching this, fuck you. I remember you mentioned something about not getting along with other VTubers, or they don't fuck with me, or something along those lines. I pretty much think that you're really, really sweet, but is there any reason why you came to such a conclusion? I had a really bad experience with some VTubers. It's not that I don't fuck with all VTubers. It's kind of like when you say, this is why it's probably wrong. It's when people say, I hate men, and then people are like, well, not all men. It's like, obviously I don't hate men. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's obvious that I don't hate VTubers. It's just certain ones really spoiled the community for me. I have really good friends that are VTubers, and there's a lot of VTubers that I look up to. I really like Chibidoki. We've played a lot together. Like, she's great. We've met in person. It's the idol stuff that I don't like. It's not even people like doing this as a character. My thing is like, when people are like role playing into their character, and this is just my opinion, doesn't make them a bad person. People can do however they want. When people are changing their personality to fit a persona on the internet, I just feel like, one, for them it's got to be exhausting, because I can't be anybody but myself. To get along with people and to be able to joke around with them like I do the guys, I feel like I really need to know the person. That way I know where the boundary is set for like jokes, and I feel like I can't do that when somebody's not really being themselves but being a persona. This is a very complicated answer because this is a very complicated question for me. So yeah. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Yes. I'll never do that again. I'm sorry, that was a millennial coming out of me. Who do you feel is the easiest person to record videos content with? I don't feel like there's anybody that I don't like making content with. They're all great. Marcel's great. Brian's great. Nogla's great. Vanoss is great. Like, Wildcat's great. Louie's great. Scotty, Moo, put any name down. I have no problems with any of them. I don't have one qualm about anybody. The only thing that I have is that they start so late. And they're also, most of the time for everyone else, they're like most everyone's specific time, and it makes it hard for me to do time zones sometimes. That's nobody's fault. Would you and the Vanoss crew ever play in VR chat? I love VR chat. I would RP as a hot dog and go around just saying hot dog to people and freak them the fuck out. Like, I would scare them. It was great. What's the funniest moment to you that happened with Nogla? Oh my God, it's such an old video. Fling to the finish or whatever. The one where we were flinging each other and he's just like freaking out and he's so angry at me. That's the funniest moment. Let me see if I can find it. It's an old video. How have we have 600 videos? This is it, right? This was 2 years ago?
No, stop. You don't need to stick anymore. Stop. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. I never want to play a co-op game with you ever again. I'm glad that
It's so good.
the skull is to the right. The skull is to the right. I'm stuck in the wheel. I'm stuck in the wheel.
Oh, that game was so good. Oh my God, that was 2 years ago. That's insane. Do you know Nardwar? If you don't, you should watch his reactions to interviews like a compilation. No, I don't. I will check that out though. Mario Kart or something with fans. It's hard. We used to do community game nights, but now it's really, really, really difficult to set stuff up. It's gotten to where the Twitch streams, we have like a few hundred people in there at a stream. So it's a bit difficult. I would like to try it again. It's been a few months. I used to do community game nights all the time. I'd like to do that again. What kind of music do you like? If you want to remember 3 Day Grace, I hate everything about you. I love you. That was 3 Days Grace, right? 3 Days Grace. Yeah! That was my ringtone for one of my exes for a good solid month back in the day. Used to have MIDI files. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. It's gonna bring back me in high school. Oh my God.
This is an audio preview. You can download this video.
Thank you.
This is an audio preview. You can download this
everything about you. Sorry, that was hilarious. Yeah, I know them. This is probably one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done on a video. Do you have a notes app doc of comebacks you thought of in hindsight? I do, and it's therapy for me. Q&A question. What type of games do you like to play? Right now, Slay the Spire. Music taste. I get into ADHD things. If you know, you know. Hyperfixation has been EDM lately. I love, and I've been listening to a lot of Guar lately. It's been my go-to walking music. Guar and Cannibal Corpse. I've been listening to a lot lately. I know that's like very like opposite spectrums. Also, Sabrina Carpenter's new album's pretty good. I just don't like the production quality in it. Where's your favorite place to go in Georgia? Ooh. If you guys are ever in North Georgia, there's a Georgia winery. It's just called Georgia Winery. It's in Ringgold, Georgia. It's off like a very, you're gonna have to go behind a subway. It's insane, right? This is like literally me giving you directions as a redneck. Well, you're gonna go southbound. If you're coming from north from I-75, you're gonna hit the Ringgold exit. You'll see the agritourism will say exit on the right. You're gonna take that right. You're gonna go another right. When you see the subway, you're gonna take another right, go behind it. That is a Georgia winery. Anyway, love the Georgia winery. I love the ladies there. The customer service is amazing. If you had to start a duo channel with anyone else in the Vanoss crew, who would it be and why? I think they're all taken for. I think I'm the odd woman out, man. One of the people that I really enjoy talking to, but I don't get a chance to talk to a lot, is Panda. And his humor is very much on my level, like the dumb shit humor. So I think that would be fun. We've done a couple reacts to corpse launches. You should check out his channel if you haven't. It was really fun. I about passed out and peed myself. I'm really glad you like your Minecraft build. Seth, you were a Minecraft genius. Seth, you've been in the community for so long, and I appreciate you so much. You were there before I started in the Vanoss crew. You're an OG, Seth. We appreciate that. Hope the rest of the year brings more funny videos. I'm glad to be one of your biggest fans. Love you, Seth. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. What kind of hobbies do you have? And are you hoarding them like a dragon hoarding gold? Well, I don't know if you know this about me, because kind of a curvy gal, but I do really enjoy hiking in the fall. So it's hiking season. I actually just came back. Before I started recording, I got my teeth fixed. I got my tooth fixed. Then I went up the mountain. I did a 2-mile hike, came back down, got iced coffee. Now I'm here. I love hiking. Once the weather turns like 70 and below, I am out there. People are always like, summer's the best. I fucking love summer. You know what it is? We were conditioned at a young age to like summer because we didn't have school. We didn't have to wake up. We could play video games. We could go outside. We could do all the fun stuff. And now that we're adults, some of us, now we can grow up and we can really become fall winter bitches. I am a fall pumpkin spice queen. You know that Meat Canyon video with the pumpkin and she's like in the drive-thru and she's like, that's me. That is me. I'm a basic bitch. I love fall. Fall y'all all day, y'all. I'm also getting into, I don't know if I want to say it. Do I want to say it? I'm getting into horticulture. I'll tell you this. I recently bought a microscope, and if you know the really good ones, they're kind of expensive, but I found one used. I literally drove to the person's house to pick it up. Those are like really sensitive, and I've been taking samples and then putting them in a slide and then looking at samples in a microscope. I don't want to talk about it. If you could live anywhere else in the world, where would you live? Let me preface this. I don't like being a hater. I don't like California. I don't really like the traffic. I don't like how expensive it is. I don't like the taxes. Other stuff, the people are great. It's beautiful there. That all being said, Em took me to Pasadena, to like the wine country part of Pasadena. I would go there, try to get as much land as I could, which is not probably a lot. It's probably gonna be like an acre. And I would just sit there and retire, go to wineries. I would have a summer home there. In terms of living anywhere, I want to live somewhere cold. I love my seasons, and that's another reason why I couldn't live in like South California or LA or whatever. I love my seasons. I love rain. I love the changing of colors in fall. Let me go back. People know that I'm working on my house, and boxes, mess, pandemonium. I bought my house very young, didn't really have the money to like fix it up. I've had floods, I've had whatever, and I've had to like not deal with that because I didn't have the money. I've been saving for years. Even before content creation, I've been saving to fix up my house. I'm at the point now where I can fix it up and I can either sell it and move. And that's what I'm probably gonna do. That's what I've been working on for the last few months. It's been really stressful, but it's fine. I'm very privileged for it. Right now, I'm putting like siding on my house and new gables because they are literally, my house is rotting. My house is rotting right now. This is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out where I want to live in America. I've went to Boston recently, Washington. I would never live in Boston. I'm sorry, Larry. Larry, if you're saying this, I'm sorry. If you're from Boston, it's nothing against the people. It's the fucking roads. The roads are crazy. And I say this as somebody that drives to Atlanta like every other weekend. I wouldn't live in Boston. I went to Florida, would not live in Florida. It's too hot and humid. I wouldn't live in LA. Wouldn't live in Texas. The weather is just too much. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. You know what's funny is I keep being like, oh, I have to have the mountains and then I have to have the water because I'm in a place where I can go 30 minutes and be on top of a mountain, and then I can drive 3 hours and then be at the beach, and I love it. But I am 2 hours away from an airport and I can't do that anymore. I've had my car for like a year and a half and I've put 35,000 miles on it already. Man, we didn't get through all these questions and it's hit an hour and 10 minutes. I'm gonna have to end it because Pig Poacher's gonna have to edit this out. Any advice for flesh tubers starting out with audio balancing and not having much dead air in their content? I, for the life of me, can't figure out audio balancing. I am not the person to ask. My audio is a mess. If you check around Twitter, there's some of these computer companies, they have consults. You can have people that like, you pay people to have like a consultation. It's like $100 and they can help you with your audio stuff. They'll like look at your computer, they'll be on the call with you and they'll talk you through it and help you optimize that stuff. For me, it's not a priority. Obviously, I'm streaming on a C920 Logitech webcam because I can't figure out my DSLRs. So good luck. This is the last question. So Halloween coming around, do you celebrate the holiday? If so, what kind of costume do you plan on wearing? I never really celebrated Halloween until I started streaming. I don't know, I was pretty religious back in the day, but this year I'm going to a Halloween party. That's a way I need to get my costume together. I'm thinking about, I have a friend and I might be going with him to a Halloween party because I don't really like going to parties alone, especially like, not trying to pull a woman card, but like, especially like in a place I don't know. And I'm thinking about being Polly from The Sopranos. You know, the guy with the white on the side. I really like Sopranos, but like Polly in his like windsuit or a velour tracksuit, and then he goes as a bada bing stripper. I think that would be funny. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all the questions. It's been an hour and 14 minutes of me recording, and maybe if you guys like this kind of style video, I could do a part 2 soon and answer some of these questions and then maybe answer some more if there's like big life changes or something. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching my content. I really appreciate it. This is a very weird video for me to kind of do, but I really enjoy them and I really like kind of having like one-on-one time with you guys. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have probably seen an ad for my merch, but my merch is out. Check the link in the description below if you want some merch. Follow me on all the stuff in the description. I don't usually say that. And please subscribe because that helps me out. And then maybe we can get to 500K at the end of the year and I'll do something really cool. Bye guys. Thank you. Bye. 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 Hey.